Right. Well, don't think any of us saw that coming, did we? Jesus Christ. Honestly, blown away. Blown away. I know, like Wilder said, that you can't fault the effort of this side week in, week out, and I agree, because you can't fault the effort, and tonight proves it. Because what a showing that was effort-wise. Like you say, the quality isn't there for this league. We know that, but if you put effort in like we do tonight, then it doesn't matter in some games, because that's all you need. Like, especially when you're down to 10 men, because I feel like we saw a very similar performance against Brighton, but the luck didn't quite go our way. And I will just quickly address the red card now. I don't want to talk about it too much, because we've won and I want to enjoy that. It's an awful decision. He got it spot on the first time. Brian's definitely covering. I don't know what needs to be done about the referees in this country, but something definitely needs to. And I think we all see that at this point. But that out of the way. It's a really good goal. Slice of luck with Baldock's shot, but McGoldrick's turn and ball out to him in the first place, and then he's running behind. Excellent work from him. You couldn't ask any more from him. But Brewster did pretty well until he was unluckily brought off due to the sending off. It might seem harsh on Burke taking him off for McBurney, but I do feel like it was the right decision. He wasn't clicking when he got the ball tonight. If he could play football, he'd be a really good player, but he can't. He's got all the physicality, but he just can't control the ball at his feet at all. But yeah, I can't fault the performance one bit. It was absolutely spot on in terms of attitude, application, commitment, all those cliched things, but they did come in abundance tonight. And I can't praise the 11 enough. Keane Bryan, a special shout out. Even Ampadu, John Fleck, Ollie Norwood, all of them just absolutely brilliant performances. I'm going to enjoy it. And yeah. Oh, one more thing. Mine's a double, Barman.
That's it, a win. We're no longer talked about in the same breath as that Derby County team. Feels so much better after a win. You can just get up and be asked to do more. It's so much happier. It's a feeling that we've not been too used to this year now. But yeah, I think to a man we were fantastic last night. Bar maybe Burke. He came on. He just, to be honest, I didn't think he was fit. He did a bit of pressing and stuff, but we needed to get Ollie Mack onto for the aerial bombardment towards the end. But yeah, I think we ground out really well. Reminded me of Brentford in the Championship a little bit. Yeah, what else can I say really? Fantastic. John Fleck, Ollie Norwood, all the players that have been missing most of the season, we're just putting on absolute fantastic performances again. I think the goal was such a fantastic build-up play by everyone. The VAR decision, I was seething last night, absolutely seething. Good job on his ground, but yeah, on to the next one. Come on, Blades.
Hey guys, reaction video for Johnny at Shoreham View. Great result last night. I said one of the only teams I wanted to beat this season now before we go down is Villa, and lo and behold, lads delivered a wonderful performance. It were difficult, and at times we were second best a lot of time, but I think overall we can be happy with 3 points. We did enough to deserve 3 points. We limited Aston Villa's chance creation, and we limited their ability to play. We often had to sit deep, and in that second half, I mean, one of the worst 20 minutes of my life, that final 20, and also injury time as well, so difficult. But the lads showed that they've got nothing but fight for Chris Wilder, and at the minute, from what I'm reading on like Twitter and papers and stuff, that's what we need to hope for. We need to hope that Chris stays. It was just nice to see us put in a performance that we know we can do. Oliver Norwood looked like he's found his way out of his bad run of form, even though he weren't dropped. He looks like he's found his way out of that. Baldock looked decent, actually put a decent ball into the box for a change. Lundstrom were picking the ball up and driving forward, or trying to when he could get the ball. And the defence were really good, really happy with it. Felt sorry for Jags, never been a sending off in a million years. I mean, if that's a sending off, game's gone. To effect, game's gone anyway, but let's be honest, never a sending off. Positives, we got a win, roll on the survival party or the relegation party, whichever it's going to be. We'll be there anyway. Up the Blades.
Right, a rare Sufc Club reaction today. We won.
Yeah, delighted. We've just not commented much on wins, so you got to take them when they happen. Really pleased. I'm proud of them tonight, which we've not been able to say for a long time. I thought with 10 men, I thought we were sensational. Battling, blocks, tackles, covering ground. Weirdly, we were almost better when we had 10 in terms of how we played, and they all stepped up after that. And I don't know, the game started, and I weren't really bothered. I weren't really asked. We took the lead, and even then I weren't. There were no celebrations. I thought it might be disallowed because of VAR. Really good ball by McGoldrick, and he followed in Baldock's shot, because it was a shot, wasn't it?
He's going to claim an assist for that, I'm sure. But no, I agree with you. It's like game of 2 VARs, I was going to say, because there was McGoldrick's that he just summed up everything about it. That sort of just not celebrating a goal because you think it's going to be given offside. Even if the linesman don't put his flag up, they're going to come back and give it offside. I was stood up at the time. I just come back in from kitchen with a drink, and obviously we started attacking. I was stood there, and I didn't move. I didn't say anything, and yeah, it just sucked the life out of it from that side of it. That you just don't think goals are goals anymore. And then the other side of it, the red card. Yeah, it just got me going the other way. After that, exactly the same as you. I wouldn't say I weren't bothered up to that point, but after that red card, I was well into it.
Yeah, the red card is. I mean, we did have one that maybe went for a slightly first half with the Brian on Watkins, but I think that was outside the box anyway. And again, it wasn't a clear and obvious error, and rightly VAR did get involved in that. They went with the referee's decision, and he felt it was, a bit of a coming together. Yeah, they might have been given, but. The red card is just ridiculous. He's 45 yards from goal. Brian may have got back, but it's not clear and obvious for me as a denying a goal scoring opportunity. And he's seen that, the ref, not given a yellow, which nobody complained about. None of the Villa players complained. And then some moron, I don't even know who it was, has decided, I need to get involved in this. I've not really done much. I better get involved. And as soon as they go and look at it, you know what's going to happen, because none of the refs have the conviction to actually say, no, actually, I saw it first time with my own eyes. I know it wasn't a red card, so I'm going to stick with it. And they're too scared to stick by their decisions. They're being controlled by someone else. It's like a puppet, isn't it?
Puppet master. No,
really, it is. Mike
Riley's
in charge of the whole operation at the top. He's like got them all in, he's like the overseer, and then you've got like the VAR of the hands, and they're controlling the referees. It's ridiculous.
So you're saying it's like puppets on top of puppets, almost?
Puppets on top of puppets. Muppets on top of Muppets, more like. It's more like Muppets. But it's Fraggle Rock. Yeah. It was just ridiculous, and after that, you're just like, what is the point of this? Like, get us out of this division. I would want to stay in the Premier League. I think it's the best league in the. No, it's not the best league in the world. That's nonsense. But it's where you want to be. You want to be at the highest level. But I got very annoyed, but then became pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, that's what those Swedish implements that you buy that come under brown packaging with no markings on do for you, I suppose. We can moan about this all day, but I mean, as you said, they looked at the still. You mentioned this on the podcast earlier that we recorded. They just looked at the still for ages. They didn't actually play it in real time again to see who might have got back, who might not. And I mean, let's face it, 40 odd yards from goal, is it a clear goal scoring opportunity? Because if you'd have taken off all the defenders and put one of our strikers in that position, would you have backed him? I know it's our strikers, but would you have backed our strikers running through clear on goal? Maybe even take goalie out. So
yeah, but you can't do it on who the striker is or anything. It's just not a clear. I just don't get it. Villa have now had, people sort of going about the ghost goal and stuff, but you think about that, you think about the Egan one, which is very similar to that, a long way from goal on that one. It's like, how many more decisions are these gits going to get against
down
us?
One of them, aren't they? We cursed the haters.
No, but that is quite incredible that there's been 3 in close success, like in 3 straight games where Villa have had all the decisions. So like it's not great, but it kind of inspired us after that, though, to be fair. And maybe if that hadn't happened, they might have got back in the game, and our players all stepped up. They threw themselves in the way, and no, they were excellent. Really, really pleased with them tonight. Norwood, Fleck, Ampadu, Brian played really well. Ramsdale did his bit. Ollie Burke, yeah,
that's where you can stop. Yeah, like Unit 4 just in front of Ramsdale, like you say, they were brilliant. McGoldrick obviously brilliant. Rest played the part, but I think you're right. I think galvanised. Can I say that without sounding wanky? I think it
Yeah,
same as
you
it did us and got us going. It properly did with them, and they showed some fire that we haven't been seeing all season, really. Unfortunately.
So yeah, we're up. We beat Derby. Derby's record. Like you
Ticking
say,
off the records.
Well, you said it earlier. We were going to do the Paul Jewell. I don't know who the other manager was.
I don't know.
They had about 4 managers that season, didn't they? Robbie Savage. You boys took a hell of a beating.
Some sheep.
Catchphrase. I can't remember any of their players. That they were sort of insignificant, like probably ours will be in a few years to the Premier League world. But
Why did
yeah,
you
I mean, we're still
was that American, Australian, or what? What was that?
American.
Premier League.
Yeah, so we're still down, but yeah, we've had a win, and it's something to be happy about. So we'll take that, and if we win on Saturday, we'll get excited.
Yeah, well, this is it. It's not on, but is it?
Well, not a bad win, that one. It's a pity there's not much more to celebrate with that one, because it was a really, really hard-fought victory. Defended like champions, something that we've not really seen all this season. It was a good performance. Very, very harsh sending off for Jags. Puts us even more trouble now for Southampton. But yeah, we've got to take a lot of positives out of that, and if that's the spirit and fight we show for next season, we'll not be far off top, put it that way. So yeah, big thumbs up, well done Blaze, good fight. Just a pity there's not much more to celebrate.
Great result tonight. Always good to beat Villa, the delusional fans. Backs to the wall, never a sending off for me. Too much doubt on it, but that's VAR in it. Can't wait to get rid of it. It's a shambles. Them referees are a shambles. But no, we got us goal and we battled through. Yes, they had chances at ending, we dug in, but a wilder team performance. Bikes to the wall, get a win. Cheers everybody up, especially with Pigs losing to Rotherham. That last minute goal here made me laugh, that was classy. But we move on to Southampton now. Another defender out. Bring your boots. Onwards and upwards, Blades.
Get in. Not only have the Blades won, I've just seen Freddie Ladapo score at 97th minute against Pigs. You couldn't write it, hell of a Sheffield double. Anyway, on to our game. Yeah, great win for the Blades. 1-0 win with 10 men. I thought we played alright, and some of the players had some really big performances tonight. I thought we've got to touch on the red card, I think, to start with. Again, VAR and the referee show, they are absolutely clueless. Again, it's not a VAR issue, it's the referee's issue, because they're looking at that and thinking red card. I've put the picture on Twitter with the lunchroom one at Villa Park, Oliver Burke at Arsenal. I mean, there's just zero consistency to it, and again, it just shows that they are corrupt, and I really can't wait to see the back of VAR, I'll be honest with you. But other than that, I think, that's just, we've really got to praise the lads. I thought they were fantastic. I thought John Fleck, outstanding. Norwood, outstanding again. I thought McGoldrick, unbelievable. The pass out to Baldock for the first goal is fantastic, and then to go and get on at the end of the cross, or short, whatever, don't really care. Ended up in the back of the net, so who really cares? Yeah, outstanding win. Again, defended absolutely brilliantly after Jags got sent off. Ampadu and Keane Bryan were fantastic, particularly Bryan, who has took some stick, including from myself. Ramsdale, another clean sheet, pulled off some decent saves and came and punched when needed to as well. So yeah, really good win for the Blades. Does it mean anything in the grand scheme of things? Probably not, but it's nice to get 3 points, like I say, especially when the Pigs have just conceded in the 97th minute as well. Up the Blades.